Hey my friend, my name is Pavel Alimov, and I'm happy to see you watching this KulClub Tutorials Series. Well, the ultimate question is how to obtain limits and validation points in KulClub. Every KulClub member is always able to choose either passive or active way to develop his business with KulClub. Of course, it's also possible to mix these two ways. Let's talk about the passive way first. How to obtain the limits passively. Each time you have no limits for validation of your title, you can always get the limits by validating a title of a higher level. Each validation of a higher level title gives you 2 limits for your lower level. Take a look at the picture. Initially, we have 6 limits for T1, T2, and T3. The validation of 2 T3 gave us 4 limits to T2, so that T2 got 10 limits total. T3 limits had reduced to 4 limits total. Then we validated 1 T2, so that T1 got 2 more limits and T2 lost 1 limit. So now we have 8 limits for T1 and 9 limits for T2. So being on the passive mode only, we are going to keep moving to upper levels, as our lower level limits are decreasing. We have to validate titles of a higher level for getting the limits for our lower ones. And we will do that until we reach 7th level. And it is the moment the real magic begins to happen, because we know that T7 doesn't require the limits for the validation. To be more detailed, when all the limits for all the 6 levels are finished, you can always buy as many T7s as you can, then validate them without limits, and you get a snowball process to lower levels. You see, T7 gives 2 limits for T6, and so on. Consequently, T1 will get 64 limits total just from 1 T7 validation. Generally, it means that you can make money with KulClub successfully by passive method only. Well, how about the passive way to obtain validation points? Yes, it's easy. While you are making money passively, you can spend some part of your income for purchasing the necessary validation points when needed. Sure, it will reduce your business growing, but it's still a profitable way to make money with KulClub. Of course, it goes without saying that the active way provides you much more income in the same period of time. Let me show what benefits you can get by developing your KulClub business actively. First of all, you have to understand the meaning of a credit. That's very simple. 1 credit is 1 limit plus 1 validation point. To say by other words, 1 credit is a necessary condition to validate 1 title. In practice, it would be better to see the example when person A invites person B. Why is it profitable to invite people in KulClub? Because the inviter receives the credits from the referrals. How many? It always depends on what membership and how many additional titles person B buys. A membership person B buys provides person A by the full credit for each title included in person B membership. Any additional title person B buys provides person A by a half of the similar credit. Let's say person B acquires a silver membership that consists of 2 T1, 2 T2, 2 T3, 1 T4, and 1 T5. Person A will receive consequently 2 credit 1, 2 credit 2, 2 credit 3, 1 credit 4, and 1 credit 5. Don't forget that 1 credit means 1 limit plus 1 validation point. Practically, it means that person A can validate 2 T1, 2 T2, 2 T3, 1 T4, and 1 T5 for free. In case person B buys a number of the separate titles, for example, 1 T1, 2 T2, and for T3, person A receives a half of a credit 1, 1 credit 2, and 2 credit 3. It means practically that person A can use them for the validation of 1 T2 and 2 T3, as a half of a credit 1 is not enough to validate T1. Thank you very much for the attention. I'm Pavel Alimov. See you in the next video.